Yesterday we were working on finding the sum of the interior angles of a polygon. Today we're going to be finding the measure of each exterior angle of a regular polygon. Let's take a look at an example of how this applies to cameras. So consider the shutter on some cameras. As the camera takes the picture, the shutter opens quickly to allow in the light. But how does it open and close? The answer is small overlapping triangles sliding out from the center and then back together in the center. As the shutter opens, the angle of each triangle around the opening stays the same. So let's take a look at an example or picture of what it means by the shutter opening and closing and how the angle of each triangle around the opening stays the same. So let's take a look here. If you look at this is the opening right here. We're talking about the exterior angles. As the shutter opens, this looks like it's the same. And then as this gets bigger, these angles have not changed. Bigger, these angles still have not changed. So even though the shutter is opening wider and wider to let more light in, these outside or exterior angles are staying the same. They're not getting any bigger or smaller. So when the triangles are closed, they make a circle with a sum of 360 degrees. So this is an example of that here. As they open, the sum of the angles around the opening is still 360 degrees. This will help us understand the polygon exterior angle sum theorem, which states the exterior of any convex polygon always has a sum of 360 degrees. So for regular polygons, all we would have to do is take 360 and divide it by the number of angles. Now let's look at a couple examples where we're going to find the measure of an exterior angle in a regular polygon. So the exterior angle is what you get if you were to extend the side with a ray. I could extend each side of this heptagon, and you'll see that here I have created different exterior angles. These exterior angles form a circle. So if I wanted to find the measure of one of these angles, I would do 360 degrees divided by the number of angles. And there are 7 exterior angles here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 360 divided by 7, and that will give me 51.42 degrees. Let's round that to the nearest degree. So we'll say 51 as our nearest degree. So what that means is that angle 1 is 51. This is going to be 51, 51, 51, 51. All of these exterior angles will be 51 degrees. Let's look at letter B. Given a regular octagon, find the measurement of angle 1 and measurement of angle 2. So notice that measurement of angle 1 is an exterior angle and measurement of angle 2 is an interior angle. So octagons have 8 sides, and if there's 8 sides, that means we're going to have 8 exterior angles and 8 interior angles. What is the measure of the exterior angle? The exterior angle is 45 degrees. So you take 360, divide it by the number of exterior angles, which is 8, and you get 45. There's a couple ways we can find the measurement of angle 2. We can use the polygon angle sum theorem, but that might take us a couple more steps than we need. Notice that these angles have an acute and an obtuse angle on a line. These angles are supplementary. So to get the measurement of angle 2, all I have to do is do 180 minus 45, and that's going to give me 135 degrees for measurement of angle 2. Now let's find the measure of an exterior angle and an interior angle of a regular decagon. How many sides does a decagon have? A decagon is 10 sides. How would you find the measure of the exterior angle? For the exterior angle, which is angle 1, you would take 360 divided by the number of sides and get 36. So each exterior angle will be 36 degrees. Measurement of angle 2 will be supplementary to measurement of angle 1. So to get measurement of angle 2, we can simply subtract 36 from 180 to get 144. So measurement of angle 2 is equal to 144 degrees. Now let's look at some problems that contain a little bit more algebra. We're going to find x and y. Notice that x is on the outside of the polygon, so that's an exterior angle. And on the inside, we have y, which is an interior angle. Notice that these are not regular polygons. So regular polygons will have congruent angles inside. So if I'm trying to look for the exterior angles, it's not going to help me to do 360 divided by the number of sides because that only works for regular polygons. But I do know that the exterior angles will add to 360. So we can add 12x plus 18 plus 8x plus 8x plus 10x and set that equal to 360. So once you combine your like terms, you get a 38x. I had a constant here, set it equal to 360. Subtract the 18 from each side. You get 38x is equal to 342. Divide by 38 on both sides. X is equal to 9. And if this is the exterior angle and this is the interior angle, I know that these angles are supplementary. I also know that this is going to be 108 degrees because if I substitute my answer for x, which was 9, 12 times 9 is 108 degrees. So now I can do y plus 108 is equal to 180 because they're supplementary. Subtract the 108 from each side and you get y is equal to 72. We're going to use the same process in letter B. So this is not a regular polygon, so I can't just do 360 divided by how many exterior angles there are. So all I have to do is add the exterior angles to find my x and set them equal to 180. I'm going to do mine vertically because it'll take up less space. Notice that I lined up all of my x terms and then all of my constants. If you're going to do this vertically, it's a good idea to make sure you're careful of your signs. So you have a -8, a +17, and a +15. When you combine those together, that's going to give you 24. If you look at all of your x terms, you have 5x, 4x, 5x, 4x, 2x, and 8. When you combine all of those together, you're going to get 28x. So we're going to have 28x plus 24 is equal to 360. To solve for x, you're going to subtract the 24 from each side. You get 28x is equal to 336. When you divide by 28 on each side, you get an answer of 12 for x. Use this answer for x to find the measurement of angle y. I know that angle y is supplementary to this exterior angle. So all you have to do is take the expression 4x plus 17, replace your answer for x, simplify the expression, and you get an answer of 65 degrees for this outside angle. Because this outside angle is supplementary to y, all I have to do is subtract 65 from 180 and you get an answer of 115 for y. Now let's find the number of sides from an exterior angle by working backwards. I know that the number of sides is going to match the number of exterior angles. If I take 360 degrees, which is what the exterior angles will add to, and divide it by 30 degrees, it will give me how many exterior angles there are, which is how many sides there are. So 360 degrees divided by 30 is 12 sides, which is the same as 12 exterior angles. How many sides would this polygon have if the exterior angle was 20 degrees? You should have gotten an answer of 18 sides. Let's look at letter C. How many sides will this polygon have? This polygon will have 10 sides.